She turned down my proposal because her career, she said, mattered more than us. Not because she didn't love me, or so she claimed, but because a partnership track at a high-profile law firm in Chicago just doesn't leave any room for someone else's needs. I just nodded, slowly. Felt the cold, hard weight of that ring box in my pocket as I pushed it back down. And then I walked away. What happened next, though, what I learned later, it showed me I'd dodged something way worse than just heartbreak. My name's Michael. I was 31 then, a high school history teacher and assistant football coach in Oak Park, Illinois. And Chloe, she was 29, a corporate attorney at one of those firms where they essentially measure your human worth in billable hours and how many weekends you sacrifice. We'd been together 3 years, lived together for 18 months in my modest 2-bedroom near the school. And our relationship, it worked in this really weird way, where opposites actually, they kind of complemented each other. Sunday mornings, she'd spread case files all over our kitchen table while I made pancakes, and we'd argue about legal precedents versus historical context like it was some kind of quirky foreplay. She'd help me grade essays on the Civil War while I cooked dinner, and I'd just listen to her vent about impossible senior partners and client demands. We weren't one of those couples who finished each other's sentences, not really, but we had a rhythm. I genuinely thought we had a future. The proposal happened at this steakhouse we'd been going to since our 4th date. Nothing fancy, just ours. I had my grandmother's ring in my jacket pocket, the one my mom had been holding on to for years, waiting for me to find, the right person. The waiter had just cleared our plates when I reached for the small velvet box. My heart was doing that nervous, excited thing where you're about to change everything. Then I saw her face change. It wasn't happiness. It wasn't surprise. It was something closer to sheer panic, like I'd just told her the building was on fire. She asked what I was doing. Her voice had this edge I'd never heard before. I was already halfway out of my chair, box in hand, telling her I was asking her to marry me. The restaurant went quiet in that way places do when someone notices a proposal happening. She looked at the ring, then at me, then at the ring again, and tears started forming, but they weren't the right kind of tears. I can't, she whispered, loud enough that the couple next to us definitely heard. I sat back down slowly, feeling like I'd just been punched in the stomach by someone who then apologized while doing it. I asked her if it was can't or won't. Keeping my voice steady, even though everything inside me felt like it was collapsing. She took a shaky breath and laid it all out with the same clinical precision she used in contract negotiations. 80-hour weeks weren't optional, she said. They were expected. Weekend networking events, client dinners, emergency motions filed at midnight. The partners watched everything, judged everything, and marriage, she argued, meant divided attention. She told me marriage was compromise, and I could see she'd thought about this before, probably rehearsed it. It meant someone else's schedule, someone else's emergencies, someone else's family obligations. Don't miss the twist bottom left, full story.